big. I think he's by far the leader.
If Georgia's going to win tomorrow, they have to play better offensively. They played all season long. How much of that is really a possibility? And if so, what will they do to kind of outpace their previous performances this season?
Well, I think they need to play complementary football. It can't just be this offense, we need more points. No, I think it has to be a team football game. You have to play complementary football. I think the offense has to support the defense, meaning, you can't just, they get a stop, put them right back on the field. You need to get at least 2 first downs, control the clock, keep Joe Burrow off of the field. I think the average possessions in an SEC game this year are like 12.3 in a game. So if you're Georgia, you're saying, all right, is there a way we could limit LSU to 10 possessions? And then if we can take one away at the end of the first half, we'll limit it to 9. Then we can get 2 turnovers. We'll probably limit it to 7. All right, those 7 possessions, can we hold them to 3 touchdowns and a field goal? And, I think that's the way you process a game and break it down and say, okay, if, they have, 24. Is there a way we can, beat them to 27? I think that's where you look at complementary football and everything coming into play. And I think what's also going to need is receivers got to step up for Jake and for this Georgia offense. Jake has to play well. You got to get DeAndre Swift going, but you need receivers. Your top 2 will be out for at least the first half, and your number 3 receiver has been DeAndre Swift. So I think that's going to really help to give them balance. And then you got to win. You got to win the. By far, you got to win the turnover battle and the kicking game.
As a quarterback, how would you handle that situation, receiver? As you mentioned, no Cage or no Pickens for the first half. What would you do in that spot if you weren't quite sure maybe what you had on the receiving end?
Well, I try to manage it with game plan. I would try to take my time. I wouldn't be up tempo. I would try to get DeAndre Swift involved. I would try to create mismatches for what my guys do well. Roberts is fast, and so I try to get him in speed, some crossing routes. I would try to be able to get some of my other backs involved as well because they got a lot of speed and athleticism, and so I would really try to game plan it well.
Tim, you look at this